really we're trying to be more systemic in the way we think about faith formation. And that's really the genius of the faith forming ecosystem. That it's really a way to think systemically about faith formation and create a new system. In many ways, the current system we have is broken in many, many ways. We need to create a new faith forming system. And that's kind of what this whole 6-course program is all about. How do you build this kind of brick by brick? Secondly, we're talking about holistic faith growth, the whole person, head, heart, lifestyle, really the whole person, and how to think holistically about how we help people grow across the whole lifespan, from the youngest to the oldest. What we're going to introduce in this presentation will be this network approach to learning and faith formation. It goes hand in hand with this more systemic look. And then how to utilize online and digital resources and tools. So for me, the network and the online digital kind of go hand in hand, because we're at a point in which these new digital technologies give us all kinds of possibilities for engaging people in learning and faith growth. This is what you looked at last time. You spent the whole course. You've been reading about each of these and thinking about those and how these work in your community. But what we're going to look at here is really in red. In a sense, how do we digitally enable this whole system to work? And then how do we build a network that connects intergenerational, age group, family, and missional outreach? Holistically, we introduced the 8 faith-forming processes. We're thinking that broadly about faith formation. And we know from tons of research, which you've been engaged with in terms of the books, tons of research and pastoral experience, that doing these 8 at church, at home, individually, in the community, more we do these 8 faith-forming processes, the more people grow in faith at every stage of the life cycle. So it's not just children or youth, it's really lifelong. So in terms of thinking about networks, probably the simplest way to kind of dig into this is what's been happening to all of us. And when I say what's been happening to all of us, this is the transformation that's been going on for the last 2 decades, but most importantly, the last 10 years. Lee Rainey is at the Pew Internet and American Life Project. They've been researching really the internet revolution for 20-something years. And Barry Wellman has been doing it even longer at the University of Toronto. And the two of them wrote this book, Network. That's probably the best book about what the transformations are happening in society and families and personally. And they talk about this triple revolution. First, there was the internet revolution. Many of you probably remember the days, at least the oldest ones of us, remember the days when we used to dial up to get onto the internet. Some people, unfortunately, still had that internet speed, but that the internet began in most of our memories 20 plus years ago, but really it's only been the last 10 years that it's really gotten traction, because the mobile revolution, which you can date to really 06, 07 with the introduction of the iPhone, the mobile revolution took the internet and made it portable. And then building on that was the social media revolution, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all this, that keep people connected to each other 24/7, 365. So this combination of the technology, the plumbing is what people call the internet, with the mobile devices that allow you to go anywhere, and social media that connects everything to each other. We can now say that all information is portable, and it's personal, and it's participatory. So we're able to, in terms of the information, take it wherever we go. We can personally choose which information we want, and it will come directly to us. And it's participatory. We can interact with it. We can share it. We can post things. We can create. Many of you have probably done this, but it's certainly becoming part and parcel of education, creating videos on your phone as part of class and projects and all the things that are possible with the portable mobile technology. So this triple revolution is transforming every aspect of life today. couple of the resources that you can go deeper in, we can talk about these, but let's dig a little bit deeper into this line. So what the triple revolution has made possible is really, whoever you are and wherever you are, you have only one thing to know, is that you can learn anything today because it comes personally to you. And so when you think about learning and how it's been transformed in a very short amount of time, that line is from the Khan Academy. If you've never been to the Khan Academy, tonight, spend time, Google Khan Academy. Salman Khan created this with just basic YouTube videos in algebra, helping his cousins learn algebra into this multimedia platform with over 7,000 videos used in education at all different levels. It's remarkable what he's developed online, big grants from the Gates Foundation and other sponsors to really make education available to everybody, and it's all free. iTunes, edX is where Harvard and MIT and some great universities have made available their courses that they teach on campus online for free. So this triple revolution is simply transforming every aspect of life, but for our purposes, it's transforming education. This is an interesting revolution in the sense that everybody already brings to us all of the gadgets. So it's not a revolution where you have to spend really any money to make it happen, because people already bring all the technology that they'll ever need to what we do. And they already have that technology at home. So in many ways, as we all know, homes in many ways are better equipped for learning than churches are. And this is just more evidence of that. And people are better equipped for learning than many churches are. These are the three big shifts. Everyone's experiencing this. If you have children or grandchildren, if you're out in the community seeing what's going on, you're seeing this shift. You're participating in this shift by taking this online program. Is that we're shifting from education to learning anywhere and anytime. 20 years ago, if we were talking about this, I'd probably be talking more about schooling and how education happens in schools than I would be talking about learning, which can happen anywhere and anytime. And so the mobile revolution and the internet revolution has really made learning available to everybody, no matter where you are, as long as you can connect. If you can connect, you have access. The second big shift is from consumption of information to participatory learning, from simply consuming knowledge to engaging in the transformation of what you learn to participate. And then we're shifting from institutions like schools to really networks that include schools and community organizations and libraries and museums and churches and synagogues and mosques, in this network of learning that we simply are in the midst of all these abundance of resources to learn. So we can learn anywhere and any time today. We want to be engaged in that learning process and transforming what we learn and internalizing it. And we're learning in networks because knowledge is readily available in so many different places, both physical places and virtual places. So in this course, in this part of the course, we're going to look at a network approach to learning. And I thought this example might bring it home a little bit. In a sense, 25 or 30 years ago, if you wanted to learn something about the Bible, you probably took a course. And you probably took a course at a church or a Bible study at a church or a course at a seminary, or you read a book, etc. Today, you literally build a network around yourself. And your only choice is, how do you want to learn? Not whether the resources are there or not. The question now becomes, how do you want to learn it? Where do you want to learn it? When do you want to learn it? Not whether you can learn it or not.